Okay, perfect. Okay, hello, Taviss and Melissa. Tell people out there what your lovely show, Secrets of the Forest, is about.
The show Secrets of the Forest is about going in the forest and discovering all the things that are in the forest that you like never knew about. All the things that connect in the forest, all the things that need each other in the forest, just incredible.
Yeah, and it's true that some that you never knew about, but lots that you do know about, but you don't really think twice about. Like my mind was blown learning about lichen. Like lichen is so cool. It's the coolest thing. It's everywhere. No one knows about it. And totally to Tavis's point that like everything really is connected. So basically, if it's in a forest, we did an episode about it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And Taviss, you did a great job with the show. How did you hear about this opportunity?
From my agency, my mom came to me one day and said, "Oh, you got an audition for the host of a nature show." And I said, "Oh, well that would be awesome because during COVID you couldn't get out as much. I
Mhm.
really only went out to walk the dog, and it was more in the fall season, so I didn't. It was really cold. So when I learned that I get to be a host and I get to go outside more, it was awesome to hear because I there's no forest around me up south, down south, no forest.
Uh-huh.
So when I got into all those forests, it was just amazing.
Uh-huh. I bet it was. So Melissa, how did the show start? And what was your first creative idea for Secrets of the Forest?
Yeah, well, the company that the show's with, Fifth Ground Entertainment, they have done a few different nature shows, one on fish and one on bugs, and forests was kind of the next thing to explore. But I didn't really want to put it into a box. A show about trees is only one tiny part of the whole picture, really, as Tavis was saying. So we just thought, let's go with the secrets. There's so much that we don't know. We don't really have to reinvent it beyond that. We just have to like ask ourselves, what are we curious about? And trust that, kids will be as well.
Yeah. So we're so lucky to live in a country with so much natural beauty. What's the best reason do you think people should tune in to learn a bit more about that?
Probably because there's like it's since it's all connected, if
Mm,
you take down a tree or over forage or
mm,
do something like to hurt an animal, it could like kill the entire forest.
mhm.
Yeah, totally. And
Right.
those things, everything like Tavis, you don't live near a forest, but you can still find like moss in the sidewalk or crawling up a building and just having that knowledge that everything is connected and those things
Mm,
all matter is so helpful, especially in this time period that we're in. And what we have to care about. But climate change, of course, it's a theme that the show talked about a lot, but
mhm.
it's not necessarily the point of the show. Like we're
Mm.
not saying go save the thing. We're just saying, isn't this amazing? So don't you want to save it? Don't you want to care about it?
It's a pleasant watch, and it's nice to know about various things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What
Absolutely.
What's the best thing about working with one another?
Oh,
Oh no. Well,
definitely,
oh,
definitely growing a relationship with working with very nice people was just it was awesome.
yeah, we had a lot of fun together. We spent a ton of time together. We went on a 2 week road trip to Northern Ontario. The
No.
crew crammed, oh yes, in June at
Oh
that. So
wow.
the bug central. And we honestly couldn't have made this show without Tavis. She is the trooper of all troopers. I can't explain the amount of bugs that this young human has dealt with, and
Yeah,
she dealt with it gracefully and kindly and professionally. So it's just been the joy of joys to work with her.
very nice. Um, do you guys have a favorite episode? I know that's tough question, but if you or maybe just one you want to highlight for people?
My favorite episode is 100% Foraged Feast
Uh,
because it's talking about how in the forest you may not think about how you can make a full meal with stuff that's in the forest. And of course,
Mm-hmm.
food, eating.
Yeah. Yeah, we worked with an incredible Indigenous chef, Chef Zach Keishig from Owen Sound, and he took Tavis out and yeah, they foraged things and then they made this beautiful, gourmet chimichurri. We had our cooking show moment. So that was really great. And then I also really loved our episode on the boreal forest. We got to
Mm.
go into the boreal forest with Ontario Parks. So up in Esker Lakes Provincial Park, which was so stunning. And a part of our country that we often talk about, but don't often get to see. And Tavis, and luckily myself, actually got to see it from the air. So we got to see it from a helicopter. And there's nothing quite like kilometers and kilometers of untouched forest. It's kind of,
Mm.
incomprehensible for those of us that live in cities. So that was
Right.
really, really special. And it's our premiere episode. So what do you know?
That's right. That's good stuff. So, Taviz, are you going to act in a bunch of movies and TV shows going forward? Is that the plan?
Uh, maybe we'll see.
Okay.
Kind of like it'll depend.
Maybe you want to be like a scientist or an environmentalist after this experience.
Maybe we'll see.
True.
Don't really
Me.
know.
Got a lot of years to figure that out, eh, Todd?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you're still doing, you've done so much already.
Mhm.
Congratulations. How do your friends feel about this?
Mm, they're not. They like kind of. They don't really care, but
That can't be
they're.
true.
Mhm.
Tavis is like FaceTiming them from, dinner after shooting in a bog all day and is like, I don't know what they're talking about, but they're just like going on living their childhood life. It's just a day in the life, right, Tav?
Mhm.
Yeah,
When they see it, they'll get it.
Yeah.
When they see the show, it'll make sense.
Mhm.
totally. They'll be like, you did
Like,
that. We were in math class.
yeah, they were like, I only showed them the trailer, and they're all asking when's it actually going to come out because we want to see the actual thing. So maybe they'll start to care more when they see the actual show.
I'm telling you, they will. They will.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Melissa, tell me about the animators in this show. They did very nice work.
Yeah, the animators were so great. It was it's quite the task. There's these little animated segments throughout the show that kind of like pop up extremely randomly. You don't really
Right.
know when they're going to happen or why, and they're like 10 seconds long and then they're gone. So they really just add some fun humor, and our animators Electric Square, they do like all sorts of work across the board. Not just this style, but it was really fun to create our own little emoji network and I'm like, ooh, that, that emoji poplar tree has to be taller. Just the
Right.
notes we had to give were really quite silly. But
Oh,
I think it really makes the show, and they had so much fun doing it. So that's, when adults are having fun making kids shows, that's when they're actually good, I think. It's my
that's a
theory.
win.
Yeah.
And how long have you both been working on this show?
Oh,
Two
brother.
years?
Almost 2 years. So,
Oh wow.
shows take so long in development. So
Yeah.
we started developing the show and writing it in March of 2020. What year is it? 2022. And
Mm,
then we shot our first episode that fall with Tavis. And
mm.
so we shot a bunch in the fall and then the rest last spring and summer. So we get to see Tavis a little bit through the ages, but grow up a little bit before our eyes, but just a little.
Mhm.
Right. Fair enough. And where can people watch this? When and where?
They can watch it on TVO Kids or TVOkids.com
Oh,
Yes. And
and
TVO Kids YouTube.
TVO
oh,
Kids YouTube, and it airs I think at 5 p.m. Eastern time every Monday.
Super close, 5:50. 5:50. I know they well,
within the
5:50.
hour.
It's kids shows, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, 5:50 every Monday. TVO will air a new episode and there's 26 episodes. So, we're with you from Earth Day until the fall
Very nice.
every
Very
Monday.
nice. Thanks so much for your time. Tavis and Melissa, is there anything else you would like to say about Secrets of the Forest before I let you
Famous last words, Tavis.
go?
Care about the no, the secret is out.
I like that.
That is a really, really good one. I would just say that it's definitely not just a kids show.
Yeah.
If you're going to watch it, you know, all of our friends that we're kind of showing along the way through the process are like, what? That's wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
And so I think like there's definitely something for everyone. It's just through Taviss's eyes. So it's kid friendly also.
absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Michael.